Hello everyone, and welcome to Questrospectives, the series where we take every quest in old school RuneScape and put it under an analytical eye. Today we'll be talking about Demon Slayer. Now I think Demon Slayer is one of the most ambitious of the original 6. It involves a mighty demon called Derelith, who is going to destroy Varrock very soon, because those awful dark wizards who killed you when you were level 3 decided to band together and bring back this infamous demon. Now I absolutely love how this quest takes off. You talk to the Gypsy in Varrock. It's a little unassuming little day-to-day event, and she asks you for a piece of silver. So, being the cheeky person you are, you give her a piece of gold, and she looks in your palm and sees death, destruction, by the hands of an infamous demon called Derelith. The Gypsy of Varrock has a couple of small roles throughout RuneScape, and she appears in Recipe for Disaster. And the Gypsy saves everybody from a horrible food-based death in that quest. When the Gypsy divines your character, she sees a couple of different things. First and foremost, a big-ass demon is coming into Varrock, and he's not happy, and he's gonna kill everybody he can find. That's not good. We see what's gonna happen, but we need to get there first. So, how do you take care of this mythical level demon anyway? Well, as you can slap around some demons around the actual game, why not do it that way? No, this demon's a little bit more than that. Well, it actually turns out some Chad called Wally came around one day with a magical sword, and was able to seal it away. The sword? It's Silverlight. So, where is Silverlight? It's in a case held by Sir Pryson that takes 3 keys to open. Now, why we just can't tell Sir Pryson that we need to smash this case open and take the damn sword out, because there's gonna be a catastrophic level demon who's gonna be upon Varrock any minute now. But nope, you have to go get the keys. I'm sure it was a nice case. Let's talk about these keys. For Sir Pryson's key, we need to go get a bucket of water, because old Thunderhead here decided to drop the key down the drain. As you do. But I don't know why he was carrying around the key to a magical artifact while he was cooking his dinner. But you're smart. And in lieu of Drano, you take some water and you pour it down the drain. And it takes a quick trip to Varrock's wonderful sewers and retrieve it. Even RuneScape's got a sewer level. The next key is pretty simple. It's held by Captain Rovin, who didn't actually lose the key in a kitchen-related incident, and has the key right there. So you just have to talk to him for a bit, and just convince him to give you the key. Pretty simple. The third key is held by a wizard in a wizard's tower. It's the wizard Triborn. So let's talk about Triborn. Triborn is one of the most interesting NPCs in the entire lore of RuneScape. So what is it about Triborn that makes me so in love with him? His magic makes him look like a schizophrenic, but in reality, he is one of the strongest characters in the entire RuneScape-verse. I mean, this guy eventually stopped the attack on the Wizard's Tower just because his presence alone makes the wise old man shit his pants. And the thingy woman that he's always talking about makes him run away. That's how much of a badass Triborn is. So Triborn has the last key. Unfortunately, it's in his magical wardrobe. And by unfortunately, I mean, he's out of fresh corpses to use to summon the wardrobe. So he tells you to come back with 25 bones from anything you want, or anybody you want. Triborn's not picky, Triborn doesn't care. When you come back with these 25 bones, he can summon the wardrobe again, and he'll give you the key. So now you have all 3 keys. Now you can open the unbreakable shadow box, and you claim Silverlight, a really shitty looking sword. So you make it back to Stonehenge, just in time, because the wizards have summoned Derelith. And, dramatically, well, you just poke him a few times with a little butter knife and he goes away. Quest complete. You get 3 quest points and you have Silverlight, a sword that you will never use. Just kidding. Actually, Silverlight's really important. It's one of the most important swords in the game. And it's extremely important in the lore. So you're gonna see it come up in a few more quests. I will give Demon Slayer a 7 out of 10. It was ahead of its time. And it does hold up. It's a quest that a lot of people do remember. The quest itself is not without issues, however. I do feel like the actual conflict with Derelith and Derelith himself is just a big anticlimax. The final fight takes 10 seconds, and Derelith is a pushover. The gathering of the keys can be a little boring, and the NPCs involved are charming enough to make you enjoy the quest. So what do I think about Demon Slayer? Well folks, this was a damn good quest. It feels like the quest where they finally put their feet in the ground and came up with something really epic. And it really sets some tones for what makes RuneScape Quests so great. This quest actually feels like it was released in 2003. It was ahead of its time, and I do have nothing but high praise for this quest. The quest has some pretty good writing in it. It definitely has the strongest writing of the original 6, and that makes me feel like this quest was some sort of love project, that they want to make something really special, and they really wanted to push the limits for what a quest could be in RuneScape. And it's really cool that they made one special quest for the launch of their new game. And thankfully, quests like this continue on, and they really do get better and better, eventually making some actual masterpieces in storytelling. And you could just say, it all started with Demon Slayer. Did you know? Along with Romeo and Juliet, in 2006, this quest had a couple of cutscenes added to it. Most of them involved the banishing of Darla. You actually see Wally in this iteration, just like in Romeo and Juliet, when you don't see Juliet's cousin in the original version. You can now see Wally in all of his Chad glory. It also adds a short cutscene to when you finally finish Darla off yourself. It adds a little bit more flair to the quest, and I appreciate them adding it. Did you know? The appearance of Silverlight did change a few times. In RuneScape Classic, its design left a lot to be desired. However, in early RuneScape 2, its appearance did get an upgrade. It actually got 2 upgrades in RuneScape 2. Did you know? This quest actually was remade in the RuneScape 3 timeline. This one hurts a bit. The new quest is a lot more cinematic. Darla seems like more of a threat. Silverlight looks a lot better, and the actual quest involves a lot more than just gathering keys. As a remake, it nailed it. However, I really don't think a lot of these old quests should have been touched. There's such a thing as respecting your own history. And that does it for Demon Slayer. Join me next time as we tackle some star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet.